Hey everybody, this is Vi. Today I'm checking out God's Gift. This is the Kickstarter demo. This is a game I technically have played before. It was quite a while ago, and at that point in time it was a very early sort of prototype of the game, so presumably a lot has changed since then. But now they've got a Kickstarter up. At the time of this video, I believe they're a little over halfway funded. So if you're interested in checking that out, maybe considering donating to that or whatever, you can follow the links in the description below. I'll just put the game page, and then you can find the Kickstarter link there. That being said, we're going to give this a playtest and see if we give some useful feedback. Just read the game page here real quick. It says, God's Gift is a Lovecraft and Lemmings-inspired 2D puzzle platformer with an emphasis on forward planning, exploration, and experimentation, overcoming environmental and enemy-based puzzles by mutating your cultists, giving them many fantastic eldritch abilities. Demo includes 5 complete levels, a tough boss level, 9 mutations to experiment with, and existential horror. Let's get rid of that overlay. I haven't seen anything past the screen you're seeing here. It's currently windowed. It's a pretty small window, so my mouse probably looks big-ish or something. Let's see if there's like a full screen mode. Alright, we got higher res. Alright, so we got 2 resolutions. There's like the, I guess, 1:1 pixel resolution, and then the blown up version. It probably doesn't look any different when I switch it in the capture. It's gonna be upscaled to 1080p in the capture, so. Oh, full screen right here. Okay, so. Alright, full screen is now on. Let's make sure the capture's still working. Right. Right, so there's no... I mean, it's got pixel graphics and stuff. But I prefer full screen, so it's nice to see that. We got volume, and looks like there's an editor of some sort, so that's interesting. For now, let's go ahead and click on Play Game. This looks very weird. I guess this is 3D animated. Some kind of a cinematic here. We got downtown discount booze, KP's fruit and veg, and suddenly I guess there's mind control over the people going on here. Okay, now we got the news networks. Welcome to Earth, Savior, we love whatever this is. So we got some construction going on. Hoopoo construction. Use left and right to move. Alright, left and right. Is that the arrow keys? We got the arrow keys. Looks like WASD isn't working. Let's try the gamepad. The gamepad apparently is not supported. It wasn't... Oh, whoops. Accidentally opened the Steam by pressing the home button there. But yeah, gamepad doesn't seem to be supported. My pad wasn't turned on when I ran the game, so I know occasionally that affects things. But for now, we're just going to use the arrow keys. It'd be nice to have, you know, gamepad support and WASD probably, just for the sake of completeness. So it looks like our little cultists are bowing to us. Robes. Oh, alright, so people lining up to get their cultist robes. We got a double jump, looks like. Yep, use W to interact with objects. That's interesting. I guess that's why it doesn't use WASD. Like the door at the end of the hall. Just looking at all the neat animations. This little organ. This door. This one. Use up to jump. Jump up onto the pedestal. Okay. In this particular instance, it's not super obvious that you could stand on this. So I don't know if that will be the case in other parts of the game or anything. But the Great Flesh Shambles. So... okay, I pressed W again. So it wasn't really... it didn't exactly tell me how to do that, but... figured it out. Alright, tips. We got double jump to navigate through the realm. Hold jump to jump higher. Run past cultists to get them to follow you. Jump to leave them behind. They won't wander. Don't be afraid to scout ahead. You are completely indestructible. Nothing can harm the spawn of the old gods. Be careful with your human herd. They are very fragile. However, gravity does strange things in the realm of the old gods. Humans cannot be harmed from falling even from huge heights. Alright, so W is interact. And then ASD, it says select/use gifts, but I'm not sure. Like, there's 3 keys there, so I'm not sure how that works right now. We got jump and movement. It's kind of interesting to use WASD for that sort of thing, rather than, like, you know, usually you do like shift and ZXC or just ZXC V or whatever like that. But doesn't really alright, press interact to begin. Doesn't really matter in theory. And we might assume that in like a final version it might have rebindable controls or whatever. So we got some impossible shapes here. Alright, we just randomly get a bunch of dudes. So we run past them to get them to follow us, and then as soon as we jump it looks like they instantly stop following, so that's interesting. Alright, so we got this. Oh, so I have to go back and get them to follow me again? That's kind of strange. Alright, so I can't get them to, they can't jump like I can, for one thing. I'm a little curious as to why, like, when you fall off a ledge, they apparently stop following you, though, because that seems a little odd. Use S to gift ability on your followers. Alright, so I didn't get to read what that said before it disappeared, unfortunately. Alright, so I'm guessing the A and D are going to be like choose, and then S is going to be use the ability. And it looks like one of my guys died in the process of getting the gift. Something to keep in mind, and then we... Alright. So I can just use it. Oh, I've got a limited uses, I guess. This is 19. But it doesn't kill the guy because he goes back to normal afterwards. So we got these fun little cultist murdering animations. Well, I guess they're sacrificial, not really murder. Or however you want to think about that. Use A and D to scroll through your unlocked gifts. Alright, so that's kind of what I expected. Alright, I can't really see what the picture on the things at the bottom are trying to depict. I mostly just see the number kind of covering it, so there's a green one and a red one. Not really getting much of a sense of what that means by looking at it. I have seen the... what do you call it? The trailer for the game, so like it showed some of the powers in that. So I guess in some sense there's some familiarity, because I think... Oops. Alright, so just wasted one. It looked like both of them were on cooldown or something, so maybe you can only use one at a time. Oh. Oh, okay. So I think what I meant to do is I can launch the guy, and then I can get him, and then I can select this one. Right, makes sense. So I can't jump up here, but in theory I could launch a guy over there, and then over here, then maybe up there? the launchy one. It does go fairly high. So I'm glad it cleared this that little corner right there, because if it like hit that and fell down or something, that would have been annoying. So we can get him up here. I guess we're just doing the same thing as before. Again, it's kind of weird how they'll stop following you when you like walk off a ledge, even though you're not jumping. Alright, now what is this gonna do for me? Give me more dudes. Okay, so for now, I guess we just jump. Alright, so we have to get a dude over here, so we'll use this thing. Up, wrong button. And then just gonna go get smashed. Gift of Gimanu. So we're gonna go ahead and try that. Alright, so we got a little pathway. Wonder how long that lasts for. Right. Alright, Yog. I'm not even gonna try. I got some other gift. I mean, I guess we'll just try as it happens. Alright, he shoots a laser upwards. So that's something. I guess we're gonna go ahead and keep using this guy. And so maybe use this one and then the other one. We can do this, and then we can do this guy, and then we can leave these guys here. This guy again. Not sure if there's anything up there. Interesting, so presumably I need 2 cultists. And it said I can't die. Oh. Whoops. Okay. So don't do that. Yeah, so obviously I didn't intend to have them follow me down there, but I got a little too close. So it looks like I got back whatever amounts of these I had before. I think this is the one. Do this. I guess we just need 2, right? So I can do 2, and then we can leave the rest of these people. Keep doing this. Oh, that was the wrong one. Whoops. How is this supposed to work? Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So it looks like maybe I didn't need to, because I could have just transformed the one twice, I think. Alright. But I do need to get one up there, so I guess we have to use this to launch them. It's nice that the inertia is maintained going around that little corner there, so I think this is where we use this one. There you go. Now we can go up here, get all these throws. Should be able to get this guy back. I don't think there's anything wrong with using one more of these. Alright, so presumably we're just gonna have to launch one up. And I think we can just use the one here, so let's try it out. I've gotta be quick here. Right, not a lot of time there. Please don't fall to your death. Okay, there's no death down there. Alright, is this the end? We have triangle. Your gift of flesh and souls has satisfied the old god's hunger for now. Alright. So we got... These are all the levels, I guess. I didn't read about that. It says something about wicked. Pit of the wicked, okay. Oof. Alright, we got a bunch of dudes. This guy's gonna go get sacrificed. Gift of the Unfathomable Witch. So who knows what that does, but we're gonna find out. Okay. So this lets us float up and down, it looks like. So that's cool. Kinda wasted it, but... Looks like we're just gonna have to keep using it. Wait, why is that one person? Alright. We're just gonna keep going with it then. So I like how it seems to float up to you afterwards. It's actually a nice touch because that would have been annoying if you kept losing it. Alright, seems to be working. We're going up here. Now I don't know if I need to bring all of them up here or if I just need to... Oh, I don't have the ones from last level, so I have no choice, I guess. Abilities from last level is what I'm referring to, of course. Wait, what? Oh, I have to press the button? Oh, whoops, wrong button. Alright. Let's wait for this guy to wear out and then we'll do it. So usually when we get to these things, unless this is some sort of different thing, but it usually just happens automatically without pressing the interact button, so that's kind of weird. Alright, so that guy's getting... I guess this is different. Some kind of a tether, it's just opening the door, I guess? I don't know if that guy's gonna last forever. It looks pretty rough. So I think... How do we do this? I don't know. Well, let's just try. Let's just see what happens, because I don't have a lot of ideas. But no, that didn't work. So I don't really understand. Like, would they be able to... Actually, I don't know how to do this part. So it brings me all the way back down here. It's not my ideal place for a checkpoint, because this process of using the purple dude over and over is a bit slow. No, come up. And you too, hurry up. Why did they stop? Why did they stop? That was weird. So he is gonna come up here. Okay, that's good. So I mean, we can stand on the edge of this. It's not going to go that high. I don't think it goes very high. Oh, that guy. Why? Come to me. You're making me waste stuff. Well, I got two of them separated. I don't know if there's a need for that. This is pretty weird. I mean, I only have the one ability. It's not like I can combine it with others, so... You guys stay here. Let's get these guys up here. Oops, wrong button. I do find the controls a little weird. The interacting of things. Let's see how this will work. I'm not gonna make it. And unfortunately, it's gonna put me all the way at the bottom again. So yeah, this is pretty tricky. I'm not really sure what the intended way forward is here. There's obviously another door here, but... maybe... there's something about the ability here that I haven't figured out. I really don't know. Well, that's annoying. When you press jump too soon, because they don't follow you at that point. When you press up too soon, I should say. Because this is pretty tedious doing this particular action. I mean, especially having to do it over and over again. That's just a matter of where the checkpoint was placed, but... Why did they stop? Why did they stop? Something... Oh, I think I know what it is. So, it may be that once you exit the purple area, if you're still holding up, I think it might trigger them to stop following you. So that's probably a bug. It should happen on button press probably instead of, maybe it's being checked every tick or something. Alright, so we're back here again. Can you do that in midair? You can't. I mean, you can't like jump and then activate the ability, because when you jump they stop following you. So I don't know. I do have an idea. Alright, it's not working. My idea isn't working. Thought maybe I could go up in the purple area and then activate it like another one while in the purple thing, but that doesn't work either. You apparently have to be on the ground. You know what? I do have an idea. I think I know how to do it. It seems extremely obtuse, actually. But I think... So let's activate this thing. Okay. So I do this. I can just go over here now. Oh, there's another thing over here too. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Alright, so my idea, which didn't even pan out, actually, interestingly enough, my idea was that I could activate the purple thing, and because the guy follows after you after it stops, after he transforms back into the, or I guess right before he transforms back into the cultist, he like floats up to you. I figured I could run through here, and then he would like float over here to follow me, which didn't happen apparently, because I'm guessing I was just too far away or something. But apparently the whole time, the whole point was just to come over here and get more dudes on this thing, which did not even occur to me. So that's kind of silly, because I spent all that time thinking I had to bring all those guys through here. Didn't even realize. Alright, so... Oops, wrong button. So that could probably be made more obvious. So maybe at this point we're meant to go forward instead of... Yeah, looks like we got one of the older ones, older gifts up there. Let's go after that. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I think that's the one that's going to allow me to make bridges. So we can make a bridge, and then I guess we just have to run back over there. I think we'll have time. Right? You do your thing, then we'll just run over here. Can I turn that off? Can't. Please come. Please, hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, come on! Alright, so I mean... This is obviously possible, but the timing is probably, I would suggest, it might be a little too unforgiving, because it's not like I messed up badly or something. It was just really, really tight timing, so that's just kind of annoying, you know? It's like if you know how to do it right and you execute it like reasonably well, then you should probably make it. That was kind of rough, so I think just at this point again, so I mean this sort of game, there's a lot of opportunities for things to go wrong. Oh frick. So if I want to okay, so this didn't go so well, so I'm wondering if trying to get this guy out of here is just making the timing too tight, because that's, oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. That's super annoying. It's really kind of weird using WASD for for inputs of that nature rather than movement. I wonder if there's any point in doing that. Actually, I could have gone up here first, so that's an idea also. So that should be fine. Do this part first instead of while dealing with this. So I mean, it's obviously very doable, but you know, potentially just kind of annoying, and also with this being like the second level in the game, probably doesn't need to have anything that's too frustratingly challenging, you know. But you know, maybe if this was a bit later level or something, this sort of thing would be to be expected or something. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not missing anything now, and I think we're just gonna go this, and then we have to switch over to this. Oh, wrong button. Alright, press the right buttons. Alright, try not to go to the right too far, because there's apparently acid falling out of that thing. Is he gonna come back? I don't want to go too far because I'm afraid he won't come back to me. Interesting. So we're supposed to get a guy through this. I wonder if this guy can just like plow through it because he's morphed into some abomination thing. We're gonna find out. He can. Okay. That was simple enough. Please don't touch that though. Alright, so we gotta get these guys over here where they're safe, then we can walk through. Makes sense. Do I jump in that while I hit the ground, or where do I just keep going down? Alright, it's not as deep as I suspected it might be. Alright, so I keep mixing up W and S. I don't know which is which. They both do something. Let's just walk forward. W. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna keep going with the bridge thing. Guy should be able to get across that just fine. No, don't go over there. Behave yourself. Should be able to get this. You. Something's therapy. So I don't know what this one does. Gonna find out. he plays bagpipes apparently. I don't know what that's gonna do. Let's go have another peek over here. What the heck is that? Alright, so maybe he could go under this. Is there a way to switch these off? Oh, okay. So he does stop the acid falling. I'm not... Okay, so part of the problem, of course, is that the guy, he goes all the way across this gap, so it's hard for me to get the dudes under it. I guess in theory I could use a second one to bridge across here. That might be the idea. So I can put these guys here. So this is the kind of thing I think is sort of the intended idea of the game, is to, you know, to try and plan things out in such a way that it works. I mean, that sounds a little obvious, but I mean, when it was mentioned, like the idea of foreplaning and stuff, which is cool. I like that. It can be the sort of thing where obviously some players can get stuck just not, you know, the solutions aren't really obvious a lot of the time, which is just kind of the nature of the game, probably to some degree. For earlier levels, probably I would suggest trying to make things pretty obvious, you know, just for the sake of it being early levels so players can progress and everything, and just make the trickier stuff happen later. But this is obviously just a demo, so it's not going to be structured as a final game would. That being said, I think I've talked enough. Let's go ahead and do this, and we gotta run over here. Oh, no. And then there's this one guy still left over here. We'll go ahead and use one more of these, I think. Then we'll wait for that to disappear, because I don't know if we can go upwards through it. Hopefully this purple thing will reach us high enough. There we go. We already got this. Oh, so I'm gonna guess that this will actually make the dudes march after it. I think that's what... Please stop. Oh gosh. I was like, is he gonna keep going into the acid? Okay, so this looks straightforward enough. We got one of these. He might die actually. Oh no, he's not gonna die. I don't know, do I have to jump for them to follow that guy instead of staying with me? I'm not sure about that yet. So we're just gonna keep using the purple thing. Just keep on going here. The level feels a little long. There's obviously been parts that I just kind of went slowly at and, you know, stopped and kind of talked about things and such. I don't know if that guy ended up coming back. He might have fallen in the acid, but I don't think so, looking at the top left. Guess we're just using the purple thing again. So this is sort of the same thing as before. So I feel like I'm kind of doing the same actions. Alright, I don't need to jump. You know, like maybe I don't need to keep doing the same puzzle over and over again. For the design of the level here, and I can't really see down here. So it might be nice if you could, like, you know, press down to look downwards and that sort of thing. Since the camera actually shows you like way more above you, actually, now that I noticed it. Well, not way more, but more. You can see further above you than you can below, so if you're... Because gravity works downwards, if you're worried about jumping into a pit of acid, like I could have if I wasn't paying attention at this particular part, it might be nice if you could just like tap the down button instead of having to make the effort to go like this. Alright, so that's the end right there. I guess we're just gonna try and be careful by using this guy. Right, so yeah, like I mentioned, I kind of got the sense that maybe the level was a smidge longer than it needed to be. You know, if you're kind of doing the same sort of puzzle multiple times, might not be entirely necessary. Sometimes it's better to be a little bit short and sweet, so that might be worth considering. Obviously, if you know exactly what to do, you're going to go through it a lot faster than I did, sitting there thinking and rambling and all that stuff, but no Devitath's microcosm. Phew, okay. So we got door things. This is interesting. I haven't seen any. There's a thing on the right there. Do I just have to go through the whole level and then go through it backwards? Apparently that's exactly what we're doing. Okay. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, it kind of gives you a preview, I guess. It's kind of strange, but... Gift of the blind idiot god bestowed upon you. So what does this do? Is it just a floating platform? Oh my gosh. Well, that's something. Alright, so... Makes sense that this will apparently offer us some kind of protection here. Please don't touch that acid. It's a little scary. I have to remember I can't do that. So I guess we have to... Alright, he's opening a different door up there, so I guess we have to do this, and then I can use this myself to go up here and get more guys. And then maybe... Wait. I'm gonna have to use this again. And there are limited uses of these things, so you can't jump through the bottom of that for some reason. Not sure if that's necessary for the game. If it's just there to annoy me, but... Oh, okay, so I can do this. Whoa, that is not the intended way. Yeah, I think I actually have to reset now. I think I said L was the last checkpoint, so let's go ahead and do this. Touch that, please. Right. So, use another platform. Go up here. Use the right button. Now, I think we can just send this guy across. Then he'll be over there so we can use him. Oh, he's still going. Oh, I guess we can just use him here, okay. So I was thinking about getting the guys on the right over here, where I am now, but I guess we can just accept that I just screwed up by making this guy fall down here. So that was dumb. Let's go ahead and do another one. Stop. Okay. Go in there. Presumably that's gonna go straight down here. Can I jump up here? Yes. So I think we can just get you like that. I think we can get you back. So for some reason it takes like a second and a half after you press the button for the thing to stop. The door switch mechanism thing. And the guy to pop out of it. Could probably add like a little more visual feedback or something so you know that you actually activated it right and you pressed the right button and that sort of thing. Unfathomable Witch, so it's the purple thing. I guess we're just gonna go straight up and try and glide to the left here. No, what else? Although there is, oh, they don't. Okay, so so obviously we have this one too, but maybe I have to go over here because there is a timer type of thing involved. Cooldown timer. Alright, we're doing it right. Let's wait for you. So let's leave them here so I can scout ahead. Add acid, and here's another switch, which might open this. So this is interesting, I guess. I mean, I imagine I could bring the whole group down here. Use the platform as like a shield and try and run them under this. And I guess alternatively I could just bring one and I'm gonna assume that this one will open the top thing and that might just be safer or something. Just kind of seems strange that there would be like more than one option here. Like, obviously having multiple options isn't a bad thing, but I don't know. Why would you not follow me? I don't understand. Let's try that again. I don't know what the deal is there. Are you going to come up this time? Is that too far? Why isn't he following me? Pretty sure it always comes up after me, so I don't really understand why it's not this time. That's very strange to me. I mean, I do understand that there's that one guy left in the switch here, and in order to retrieve him, like, you can go up along the top way, but it just seems like I should have been able to do this way. Alright, please be careful. Oh my gosh, no, this is sketchy. Oh my gosh, that's so awkward, the way they move. Oh wow. But like, you guys, you gotta work with me here. Why are you being weird? Right? The purple guy should follow now, right? It's gonna follow. Now he follows. Why is that? I don't know if they coded in a thing where it doesn't work if you only bring one of them or something. Or maybe it's a bug for all I know. I don't know. Alright. Felt like it took longer than it needed to. It's probably something I would say a lot in this game. If I was if I was playing like the full version of this, I would probably just take 5 times as long as really necessary on every puzzle. So just another one of these, except not really, because I can't just walk over that pit. Alright, so we're gonna go get, push the right button. No Devatath's Rage. What does that do? Oh. It's that guy. Okay. I mean, I can go through here. Oh, there's like an enemy or something. Are those enemies? They killed my dudes? So I mean, I can get one guy over here, and I could make him break through this, and I could go over there. But in order to get everyone over here, I don't know. Stay, because I think those will kill you. Actually, you could probably kill them with the thing. Okay, so there's another thing for more dudes over here, but what about all the ones I left behind? I don't know how to get over this obstacle. Unless I do something really weird. Also, it'd probably be nice to have the checkpoints actually visualized. I think I would like to see a checkpoint if I reached it. Also have some, something to provide a little peace of mind. Like if I do something really dumb and then just like completely fail, and I know that I have to restart, I might be worried about like where the last checkpoint was, and just not knowing where it is would kind of contribute to that worry, because I, might be afraid it's some ridiculous distance back, and it probably isn't, but, it'd just be nice to know. So we gotta try something. Oof. This is gonna get weird. I don't know about this. Do it. It's not doing it. Oh, because I'm not on the ground. Oh boy. So that's annoying that you can't do the other abilities while you're in the purple part because of whatever. Like even if you're touching the ground. Alright, let's try that again, I guess. I'm gonna run out of things here and that's also frustrating. I mean, I guess the developers anticipate there's a possibility of like abusing some of these abilities or something. I don't know. I'm just wondering if it's really necessary to limit the amount of uses of everything. I pressed it. Don't lie to me. There's no way. That sucks, man. How am I supposed to get over this? I don't know. I mean, I know there were more ahead, but like it doesn't seem right to have to leave like this many behind to continue on with the level. It just seems completely wrong. In theory, I could do the platform from up here. No, there's no way I'm gonna do it that way I was doing already. I'm just gonna keep moving forward, I guess. I pressed the button. I think, like once in a while, like I'll press the S button and like it doesn't happen, and I think like it's maybe one of the cultists just wandered slightly too far from my body or something. I don't know what the deal is with that. What the heck do I even do? Oh, and another thing, now that I think of it, if I cross over another checkpoint and I like, then I screw up, but like the checkpoint brings me back to a state where like it doesn't bring me back far enough to right all the wrongs I committed along the way. That could be a problem if it puts the game in an unwinnable state, because I'm getting the sense that that could entirely be possible, since you can apparently keep moving forward without your dudes, and yeah, that would be pretty frustrating if you spent a lot of time on a level and then had to like start the whole thing all over again and that sort of thing. So I don't know, like maybe you could add an option to return to like not just the previous checkpoint, but like an earlier one even. I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty stuck at this thing. Like I don't know what the heck. It just seems very wrong. Like I could bring these 3 up with me and I could keep going. That was dumb. So, I don't know if the purple guy will reach high enough. In fact, he does not. Oh, maybe I can just go alone. Because there are more cultists over here. Hello? Only need one to open this. So presumably we can do this. Oh my gosh, don't... No! Oh, they all die. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. Because it takes a long time for the guy to transform and then do the... Oops, I touched the button accidentally. To do that. So it's like you're standing there and you're waiting and like the guy's coming after you dudes and it's not like... I mean, I could have gone further to the left maybe. They still kind of... I don't know. But, yeah, that sort of thing where it's sort of like, you know, if this were more of an action game than a puzzle game, I would probably think it was ridiculous that it takes so long for these transformation moves to come out. But, you know, thus far it hasn't really mattered because it's sort of a slower paced puzzle game. But when there's like a threat of enemies, then it kind of starts to move towards that idea of a little bit more of an action-y game where they're enemies are coming towards you guys, and you really gotta kill them before they kill your dudes. So you know, you might want to take that into consideration about the idea of how long the transformations take and everything before they do their job, and if that's going to be making the game more frustrating than it needs to be, that sort of thing. He's gonna... Oh, it's opening multiple doors. Okay, I guess it closed one of them? Is that what it's doing? I did. So that's new. Alright, let's leave you there. Let's activate purple. Come on. So this is the launching one. So you should be able to go through here. You can get on this. Just gonna open that one. I definitely don't have 25 dudes with me. It's kind of weird how if you hit your head on the ceiling, your eyeball lags behind you. That's sort of strange. So, what do we do here? Because I only have 9 of the thing to launch dudes, so I could... I mean, there's only like 5 dudes over there, but... Oh, so that's open, so I think... Wait, no. No, what does it mean? Okay. Oh, okay, I only need to get one guy through to open that, and then I can do the rest. That's what it means. Please don't miss. So you come with me, sir. That's rude. Am I supposed to land on this part? How do you aim it? Come on. Is it not high enough? It's like, it's so close that I would not assume that it can't make it. It just doesn't seem to make sense. Like, if it's not supposed to work this way, I think you would want to make it like really obvious that it's not going to reach. Yeah, I think it's just barely too... He just barely goes too low, so... yeah, that's the sort of thing I would endeavor to make that a little more obvious that it's not going to work, rather than making it seem like it's supposed to work but it doesn't. Oh my god, the guy's still trapped up there. So let's try the other thing here. So you go up there. Stay close to me, please. Oh, he's okay. I wanted him to land on this ledge on the right, but he just decided he didn't want to, so... Oh, I didn't consider this. Well, that's not gonna work. So I could take him out, but then I can't get over there myself, over here. To walk through here. Oh, I have the purple thing. I don't know why I didn't even realize. I got distracted by the green launching thing, so I forgot I had the purple thing. Okay. Alright, let's get our, like, 5 or 6 guys. It really doesn't... it doesn't feel good spending this much time, like, realizing that when you get to the end you're not going to be able to finish the level. It's pretty frustrating, actually. So I guess... Like, do I have to leave this guy behind? I don't know how to get this guy. Oh, this door is just open now, so he should be able to come out. And then that one will open, okay. So yeah. It's just a little, little complex, okay. Just think about it for a second, it makes sense. Alright, it's down here. Alright, you look mean. So we have the platform thing, I'm gonna guess is gonna protect us against this. Unless like the green guy can launch into him or something. I don't know if that works as an attack, maybe? Is it worth trying? There's only one way to find out, right? Well, that didn't do anything. Please stop. Okay, he's gone. Oh, whoa, okay, that didn't work either, did it? Well, screw you too, dude. Oh my gosh, he's an efficient killer too. Holy crap. I don't understand this part either. Like, we used the platform guy and that didn't work, and we used the green guy and that didn't work. I don't know if I just missed with the green guy. It looked like it hit him to me. So yeah, I don't know about that part either. I'm confused. And you can have these. How's that sound? All 3 of them. Oh, I can't go off. That was weird. What happened there? Camera was weird for... Oh. Camera's doing something on this little edge here. Oh, that did it again. That was weird. So what the heck, dude? Why did you kill my guys? And yeah, I'm not even sure. Yeah, I can't actually even go back up there if I wanted to. So what happens if I press L? Yeah. So as I suspected, the checkpoint is much further ahead than is going to be useful for me anyway. So, yeah, let's see, how long have I been playing? It's been over an hour. Oh my gosh. I thought it was gonna be like 40 minutes, but it's like an hour and 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I mean, obviously I went through this really sluggishly. Started to get used to the controls a little more. I'm not really into the idea of using like WASD, but I can understand why you chose that. I think it's mostly just that the S and the W keys that I get mixed up. There's something about that layout is just not obvious to me because they're both like an action key of sorts. So probably if this was on a gamepad, you know, I'd probably like that more because I tend to find the gamepad control layout really intuitive, as I'm sure many people do. But yeah, in terms of overall impressions, it was just kind of what I mentioned as I went along. Just some little nitpicks here and there that I think could be ironed out more. Overall, the progression of the game is pretty slow. It's a thinky sort of game, which I think is intentional. Occasionally a little frustrating. Some of these parts are really tricky, actually. This being presumably a sort of early level. And to some extent, I think you're just gonna, with this sort of game, that's just kind of what you're gonna end up with, is that some people are gonna get stuck and you know, it's not gonna be any fun, obviously, if you're just stuck at a level and you can't progress. It's never fun to not be able to progress in a game, so I don't know. I mean, obviously, I mentioned the idea of making some simpler puzzles for early levels, but that's you know, the game can only do that for so long. It's not going to be compelling to to make everything easy, obviously. But yeah, some of these are pretty tricky. I'd be interested to know what I missed on this level particularly, and yeah, hopefully this is useful to you. I'm not really sure about those enemies being kind of like what I mentioned about how long it takes for the abilities to come out and stuff. It's obviously a relatively high frustration factor in a game like this, where your guys can, like, everyone can die in a very short amount of time once things start going wrong, so it's really hard to kind of manage that, where it's just everything is right on the edge of destruction all the time. That can lead to a lot of frustration, so maybe if there's some little ways you can kind of make it a little more controlled, so that there's not just like tiny errors that end up disastrous and that sort of thing. Hopefully the bigger errors would be more disastrous instead, but yeah, hopefully that was useful to you. Kind of a long video, and let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.